This program was brought to you by Koller Institute of Venture at Tel Aviv University.
Hello, I'm here at the Koller Institute of Venture workshop on deep innovation, and I'm now with Professor Stephen Schachter, Chief Academic Officer of CIMMYT. Stephen, thank you very much for being here today, and thank you very much for a fantastic panel discussion. Can you tell us a bit about CIMMYT, how it was organized, why it was organized, and what impact it's making to medicine?
Be happy to. So CIMMYT stands for the Consortia for Improving Medicine Through Innovation and Technology. It began in 1998 before it was in fashion to do translational research, and particularly translational research in medical engineering. The founder of CIMMYT, John Parrish, a dermatologist, actually invented the use of lasers as a treatment for dermatological conditions and established at Massachusetts General Hospital an engineering group that continues to this day. Then he realized that there was an opportunity to expand on this across Boston and Cambridge, and so CIMMYT was formed with the founding members being Massachusetts General Hospital, Brigham and Women's Hospital, both from Harvard Medical School, MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and Draper Laboratory, which was a biodefense, largely a biodefense not-for-profit that was beginning in biomedical engineering. And the mission of CIMMYT, although has remained the same over the years, is to improve patient care. The early focus was on minimally invasive surgery, but since then we've not only grown in terms of the application to all of medicine, but also we've expanded our members now to 13 Boston and Cambridge area institutions, adding Boston University, Northeastern University, the Veterans Administration Hospital System, and additional Harvard Medical School teaching hospitals. We have funded over 600 projects over the years in a variety of areas. Perhaps our biggest area of concentration now is in neuroscience, taking advantage of Boston's resources in this area. About a third of the projects we've funded are either in clinical stage development or actually in patient use, which is quite a substantial percentage, considering that we tend to invest initially at a very high-risk early stage. For every dollar CIMMYT invests in a project, and we get our money largely from the government, there's a follow-on funding of approximately $8 to $10 back to the investigator in their institution, and then an additional $5 or $10 of investment by industry. So CIMMYT has a multiplier effect in seeding promising early stage work that then leads in a substantial proportion to improve patient care, which gets us back to our mission.
Can I ask one follow-up question which you spoke about, and that's how do you invoke the business acumen into people who may not have that as their main field?
Yeah, so in the Boston-Cambridge area, relatively few faculty members at the teaching hospitals want to give up their academic position to become CEO or chief scientific officer for a company. And likewise, they don't necessarily have a substantial business background to rely on in the early stages of their work. So what CIMMYT has developed is a cadre of seasoned med tech executives who work for CIMMYT and who help us select projects and, more importantly, help the teams, the investigator teams, conduct their work in a way that will facilitate and accelerate the commercialization of their work. They do this hand in glove with the tech transfer offices at the investigators' institutions, and they have all the expertise necessary from regulatory aspects to market channels to creating business plans and add value to the project and enhance the likelihood that it will become successful.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
This program was brought to you by Koller Institute of Venture at Tel Aviv University.